Welcome back, Hot Wheels racing fans. Today on Kingdom Hot Wheels, we are shooting on location at the park. We're going to be racing down the middle of these huge pillars, vines everywhere. We're going down our 6-lane track, over a hump, down some stairs, and on to the finish line. We're going to be racing 4 heats. We're going to have 2 American Classics, 2 muscle cars, 2 Lamborghinis, and a couple of import tuners along the way. Should be a good day of racing. Okay, first up, it's going to be the import tuners. We have the Zion FRS in blue and the Hyundai Genesis Coupe in gray and orange. These cars are looking nice, looking tuned, looking ready to go. We're going to be racing all of our heats, the best 2 out of 3. Winners advancing on to the semifinals and the finals. So let's get it started. And what was that? The Hyundai got a little push from the GoPro. Didn't seem to help. The Hyundai flew through the finish line, but it was only good enough for second place. The only thing the GoPro accomplished in this race was taking down the finishing gate. And the Zion easily pulls out the first one. On to race 2 of the first heat. Okay, now that was ridiculous. The GoPro obviously pushed the blue Zion in front of the gray Hyundai and spoiled this race. We're going to have to race this one back. Again, the GoPro messes up this race and hits the car. We're going to have to race it back. The GoPro again trying to get in the race, but this time all it does is crash and burn. And the Hyundai nosedives for the win. Round 3, who's going to take it? Our third competitor in this heat, the GoPro, tries to get involved, but the Hyundai is just too much and easily pulls away for the victory. Next up in today's race, heat number 2, are the old school classics. Let's start with super popular car right now, the Fairlady 2000, looking awesome with its black racing stripe, versus the Ford Torino Talladega. The Fairlady jumps out to a huge lead, but the Talladega actually needed a little bit of help to get over the top from the GoPro there. Not its best showing. Will switching lanes help the Talladega redeem itself? And that's a big negator. The Talladega needs another bump to get over the hump, and the Fairlady cruises to a victory. Nice air there. And we're on to our Italian car lovers' favorite heat, the Lamborghini Showdown. We got the Gallardo versus the Lamborghini Urus. Should be an awesome race. If you're a Hot Wheels fan on YouTube, you've seen this Urus do some serious damage in previous races, so it's probably going to be pretty fast. Let's see if it keeps on going. Beautiful cars. The Urus jumps out to a huge lead, and the Gallardo just can't catch up. It's not that the Gallardo was slow, but the Urus is smoking off that win. Both cars catching major air. Race number 2. And the Urus sizzling down the track, just flying away. Sorry, Gallardo, you just got no shot here. I don't know if it's its weight or its wide tires, but this Urus is fast. Last but not least, it's time to show some American muscle some love. We have a Dodge Charger SRT versus the Chevy Camaro. Both cars classics. I don't know who's going to win this one. Both looking sleek, ready to go. Staring down the track. Let's find out. The overly aggressive GoPro just won't stay out of the races. Let's run this one back. And the Dodge SRT flies to the win. It's a beautiful looking race car. Time for race 2 of this heat. The Camaro fights to keep it close all the way to the mid-race hump, but I think the Dodge Charger's longer wheelbase just takes him in the end. And we're on to our semifinal rounds with what could be the best matchup of the day. The Fair Lady was smooth, fast, and efficient the first time out, and the Lamborghini Urus has a proven track record of serious speed. Let's stare down this track and see who comes out on top. Man, the GoPro couldn't keep up and just crashes trying to catch up. What a back and forth matchup. First it was the Urus, then the Fair Lady took a slight lead, and then go over the hump, the Lamborghini starts to slightly pull ahead, neck to neck as they come down, step and step, and ekes out a victory. What an awesome race. Okay, we're switching lanes. Let's see if this round can be as close as the last one. It's going to be difficult to beat. Here we go. The Fair Lady jumps out to an early lead. It doesn't relinquish it and holds on for the victory, forcing a round number 3. Oh man, what a race! Let's see this again. No separation at the beginning, neck and neck, hand in hand. A slight little lead by the Urus going over the hump here. And then down the straightaway, the Fair Lady digs deep and pulls it out. What? And you can see here that the Lamborghini still has a lead until they hit the bottom. I'm wondering if a lot of his kinetic energy didn't get transferred into that bump. The Fair Lady's just smooth. Gosh, I wish we could do this race over and over and over again. And I'm sad to see the Urus go, but it's time for the next round. Semifinals, heat number 2, American versus import, muscle versus tuned. You got the Dodge Charger SRT versus the Hyundai Genesis Coupe. Winner takes all, best 2 out of 3 for a shot against the Fair Lady in the finals. It's going to be a good one. And the Dodge Charger leaves the Hyundai on top of the hill, forgets about it. And on to round 2. Let's see what the Hyundai has in him. Well, not much apparently, because he gets left behind at the top of the course once again. And here we have it, Hot Wheels crew, your finals, the Fair Lady 2000 versus the Dodge Charger SRT Mobile Sport. It's going to be a great finals. Both cars looking smooth and mean. A lot of people don't know this, but the Fair Lady was actually the predecessor to the Nissan Z car. It came out and competed against the Triumph and Fiat and Alfa Romeo sports cars at the time and was a smashing success. Paul Newman actually started his racing career in one of these Fair Ladies, and I think you can see why. An incredibly nice looking, fast car. Let's see what the Dodge Charger has up against it. Let's race. Uh-oh, the Fair Lady gets off to an early lead. And you know with this finishing power, the Dodge is in trouble. And there it is, Fair Lady cruising by, making the finals look easy. Smooth. Okay, round 2 of the finals. Can the Dodge push it to 3? And the Fair Lady is just too fast and takes the second round of the finals and the victory for the day. And our winner, the beautiful Datsun Fair Lady 2000. If you're interested in more racing, click here for our latest video and a playlist of all of our on-location races and tournaments. And if you're new to Kingdom Hot Wheels, click here to subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Race on.